The ocean, vast, powerful, and essential to all life on Earth, covers more than 2/3 of our planet. Beneath its surface, unseen vast ecosystems lie under threat. Climate change, the loss of biodiversity, and pollution are pushing our ocean and our planet to the edge. Without action, we risk losing the biodiversity that supports all life. We used to think about the ocean as a resource with endless abundance. We now know that this is not true, and if we do nothing, these threats will continue to grow, affecting not just marine life, but people, livelihoods, and the future of our planet.
The ship has reached the shore.
However, global efforts are gaining momentum to protect the ocean. Through the BBNJ Agreement, we have a way to protect, preserve, and sustainably use the ocean, and restore its health and strengthen its resilience for ourselves and for future generations. The BBNJ Agreement is a historic global treaty aimed at the conservation and sustainable use of marine biodiversity of areas beyond national jurisdictions, covering nearly half of the Earth's surface. This includes both the high seas, 2/3 of our ocean surface, and the international seabed area, which together make up the largest habitat on Earth. After almost 20 years of negotiations, states have come together to ensure the future of these critical areas. This agreement brings together states in a unified effort to protect our ocean, to ensure the sustainable use, and to ensure that all parties can participate in and benefit from activities in areas beyond national jurisdiction. It's a framework for better cooperation and coordination between governments, international organizations, the private sector, marine scientists, civil society, and indigenous peoples and local communities.
The BBNJ Agreement is essential for global ocean affairs because it covers the areas beyond national jurisdiction. And these are areas that you could say belong to nobody, but they belong to everybody. Having this framework in place to govern the areas beyond national jurisdiction makes a big contribution to global ocean affairs.
The BBNJ includes sustainable use as one of its aims, so I always see it as something that's focusing on biodiversity, but understanding it in the context of human use of the oceans, of the social and economic benefits we want, as well as managing the biodiversity conservation. We can work together towards mitigating the impacts, but trying to balance the social, economic and environmental outcomes that we all need as human beings.
One of the cornerstones of the BBNJ Agreement is to ensure that all countries fairly and equitably share the benefits from using marine genetic resources from areas beyond national jurisdiction and their digital sequence information. What are marine genetic resources? They are any material of marine plant, animal, microbial, or other origin containing functional units of heredity of actual or potential value. Digital sequence information encompasses the genetic sequence data of marine resources. These genetic resources and their digital sequence data hold untapped potential, offering breakthroughs that could advance many different sectors, including medicine, biotechnology, leading to increased human and societal well-being.
What I've learned from the Pacific Island people, who have a very profound relationship with the ocean, what they describe as a reciprocal relationship, taking only what is needed and nothing more. Within the BBNJ Agreement, we can embody that relationship, but it is essential that we make those provisions operational and ensure that the benefits then can, in fact, reach everyone.
The BBNJ Agreement enables the establishment of area-based management tools, including marine protected areas, to help protect marine biodiversity and ensure its sustainable use. These measures must be carefully planned and implemented in consultation with all relevant stakeholders, from indigenous peoples and local communities to the private sector. The agreement provides a framework for dialogue between industries and conservation efforts, helping us find solutions that work for both the ocean and the global economy.
Shipping is the way we receive most of our goods. 80% of the goods we receive are transported by sea. We expect the BBNJ and the protection measures under the BBNJ to look at things like how you route ships away from protected areas, away from marine mammals where you may have strikes or where noise may be an impact.
The BBNJ Agreement elaborates and clarifies the process for conducting environmental impact assessments. States must assess how planned activities in areas beyond the national jurisdiction could affect the marine environment before giving the green light. This responsibility also extends to certain activities in areas within national jurisdiction if they might harm the marine environment beyond the national jurisdiction. Environmental impact assessments are a crucial step in ensuring that no activity, no matter how far from shore, causes significant adverse impacts on marine ecosystems that we depend on. It's about prevention, not just response. Collaboration under the agreement between relevant global, regional, sub-regional, and sectoral bodies is key to making the environmental impact assessment provisions of the agreement work.
A number of activities have been proposed for the ocean beyond national jurisdiction, including open ocean aquaculture, carbon sequestration, and even deep ocean data centers. It's important for us to understand what the impacts are of these activities before they commence, so that we can fully understand how they will affect the ocean environment and the people that depend on it.
The BBNJ Agreement promotes cooperation in capacity building and the transfer of marine technology. This ensures that all states, in particular developing countries, have the knowledge, tools, and technical resources needed to participate in and benefit from the conservation and sustainable use of marine biodiversity beyond the national jurisdiction. This agreement is about the future. It's about making sure that all marine scientists, especially young researchers, have a chance to contribute to and benefit from the conservation and sustainable use of the ocean.
Dr. Asha DeVos always says that capacity is everywhere, but opportunity isn't. By sharing technology between developed and developing countries, this will allow scientists from small island states like myself to be able to go out onto the high seas and be able to not just participate in research, but also lead the research and set the agenda.
Becoming a party to the BBNJ Agreement means both signing and ratifying the agreement. By ratifying the agreement, a party becomes fully bound to its obligations. By becoming a party, states commit to act for the conservation and sustainable use of marine biodiversity in the high seas and international seabed area. The agreement enters into force when 60 states have ratified it. The health of the ocean beyond national jurisdiction is directly linked to the well-being of coastal communities. By ratifying and implementing the BBNJ Agreement, we not only safeguard biodiversity, but we also ensure sustainable practices that support coastal communities and livelihoods. What happens out there affects us here. Parties to the agreement can shape sustainable practices, ensuring that both local and global economies benefit.
El conocimiento tradicional es fundamental para poder entender un territorio. Entender bien un territorio nos permite planificar y desarrollarlo de buena manera. Y afortunadamente lo hemos logrado. Hoy día tenemos un innovador modelo de gobernanza entre el Estado y el pueblo originario, donde tomamos las decisiones, donde la isla está sentada en la mesa tomando las decisiones respecto del maritorio. Y es así como el 100% de nuestra zona económica exclusiva, que corresponde a 729.000 kilómetros cuadrados, hoy día tiene distintas áreas marinas protegidas, y creo que hoy es momento de llevarlo a escala un poco más global, en donde podamos transmitir nuestro conocimiento.
The BBNJ Agreement offers profound benefits, not only for the ocean, but for humanity. It protects biodiversity, helps restore marine ecosystems, and strengthens the resilience of the ocean to climate change. By establishing sustainable ocean practices, we protect food sources for millions of people, create opportunities for communities worldwide, and ensure the long-term health of our ocean and our planet. Moreover, by addressing capacity gaps, we can ensure that all states can participate in and benefit from activities in areas beyond national jurisdiction.
If we can dream of a future where our oceans are safe, that is actually a compass for us to get to that dream. There's this proverb in Samoa, where I'm from. It's "Alongotai ua longouta." It means what is felt in the coast is felt in the land. What is felt in the east is felt in the west. It's a lesson in connection. It also teaches us that what happens in the high seas will be felt by us. Everything we do has impact, and everything we are is interconnected. I believe that I will meet you in our collective dreams, and that vision is what will get us to where we need to go.
The BBNJ Agreement is a call to action. It's a collective commitment to protect and sustainably use our shared ocean. Governments, scientists, communities, and individuals all have a role to play. By supporting the BBNJ Agreement, we ensure a healthy, vibrant ocean for ourselves and for future generations.